I didn't know what discipline was, so explain to that. Discipline is doing what you hate to do, but doing it like you love it. Mike, did you love him or you were afraid of him? Both. Really? Now you look at YouTube and I see guys that Mike Tyson immortal, Mike Tyson God, and I'm not worthy of that. It's talking about my character and my discipline, and I didn't know what discipline was, so explain to that. Discipline is doing what you hate to do, but doing it like you love it. Mike, did you love him or you were afraid of him? Both. Really? Yeah. Listen, I'm a young black kid from the hood, right? If you said something disrespectful, my fighting could will beat you and start punching you. So, I said I dedicate my life to him for that. I wish I could say he was just this white man I played. I wish I could say that. That's how it goes. You miss him to this day? It's talking about my character and my... I used to look at YouTube and I see guys that Mike Tyson immortal, Mike Tyson God, and I'm not worthy of that. You are, Mike. Hey, stop. I know me. Not for somebody to praise me or anything. I'm always just Mike. Can I say something? You can say anything. I love for you to talk to him about.
Oh, Mike gets it. All praise and all love goes to the Most High. Oh, Mike gets it. He's not supposed to be worshipped. Okay.
There's a house built out of stone. Greatest. You had to go through all of that so that you could change the world, dude. Really, I don't see that. I don't know. You don't realize how many lives are changing, saving because of who you are. Yes. And what you've been through. And that's how you're willing to speak about it now. I used to look at YouTube and I see guys that Mike Tyson.
It's men like you that gave me the courage to speak up. It's men like you that taught me just because everyone you fight isn't your enemy, and everyone that helps you isn't your friend. That man that taught you, the Spartan way and all that, you were lucky enough to have a trainer instead of just people talking through a screen and then having to train yourself. But all things happen for a reason. You were supposed to be Warrior Mike Tyson in that ring, and I'm supposed to be Black Goku. Thank you for teaching me.
So hard that you said it, my mentor Customato, his objective was to think of nothing. So hard that you said it, my mentor Customato.
Oh, so if you have a mentor, even if you're a fucking retard black kid from the projects, you can be shaped and molded into the greatest Spartan warrior of all fucking time and have fucking, You just gotta find the right one.
His objective was to think of nothing. You're nothing. Nothing's nothing but the objective, the job, and that was his psychological warfare. Nothing.
Oh, whatever you're going at, nothing else exists except that. If you really want to get it.
Matters, you're nothing. The only thing that matters is the objective. And accomplishing that objective by going through these methods of boxing.
Do you ever stop and think about how fortunate it was you ran into that guy?
Listen, to this day, I really don't understand that. So how did this happen?
Because so many people.
Listen, by the time I was born, he was 66 years old by the time I was born.
Yeah, crazy. So many people could,
Can't even explain it. It's a magnificent individual.
He was an amazing guy. An amazing part of boxing and with an unprecedented grasp of the mindset required for combat sports. That was the thing that always really stood out about him. Like, he was a guy that was so He was so well versed in the mindset.
I wonder if he was so good that he was a super multi-millionaire super champion everybody remembers. No. But he made one. You know? Because that's how it's done. If you can't do it, you teach it. And then, you know, stupid people be like, how the fuck is this guy gonna teach how to be a world champ? He didn't even become world champ. And then his fighter comes out like fucking Leonidas on you, and you say, wow, okay. Check him for roids.
Listen to his speeches that he would talk, when he would talk about you, when he would talk about boxing, he would talk about fear, about fear can be like a fire, can cook your food, or it can burn your house down.
Yeah.
And you have to control it. And when you would describe it, like it would be so enlightening. He was so.
Yes, and I took his teachings and matched it to my ego and tamed my ego and broke my curses. And now I'm Vegeta, the ego breaker.
He's a man of wisdom. That when he would describe things, they would sink in. They would. Somebody can say the same thing, but with him, he had so much life.
He was so many hats. He was a psychiatrist. Yeah. He was a doctor. He was a father. He was a mother. Oh, so he was not just a boxer. He just didn't study just boxing. He studied life and figured out if I teach life in boxing, my fighter is going to be one of the greatest because the rest of these fucking jabronis are just learning how to fight. They're not warriors. They're fighters. Jabronis. Programmed. But, you know, he was just all around that individual.
Yeah, and with an amazing knowledge of boxing. And for a guy like you, it was almost like it was ordained.
You know, that's what I always say. It was meant for me to meet this guy. Yes. Because I had no way in a million years. Everybody say, no way you're going to be champ. You're too small.
Yeah.
So you're too short. No way. These guys are too big for you. That's the same thing they said about David. This is the greatest fight ever lived. This and that's always saying this about me. I'm like, oh God, this guy's just shooting me. I never thought I could, you know, achieve what he was saying. The things he was saying was just so gigantic in my eyes.
Yeah.
Oh, I wonder what he told you.
Yeah, I mean, when it all happened, and it turned out that he was true, and you have to absorb all this when you're 20 years old. You know, I would say this about Justin Bieber, and I don't think Justin Bieber nearly had it.
One day, you have the confidence and fortitude in the future in your mind of yourself as nothing. Just another nigga. And then somebody comes along and makes you believe you're a demigod. Oh shit! I didn't know that was supposed to happen to people.
Deal with what you had to deal with. Your experience was so much crazier because you were not just an incredibly famous guy, you were the baddest man on the planet. So there was like an aura to you everywhere you went. People wanted to see you. You know, 50-year-old men don't give a fuck about Justin Bieber. You know, no disrespect. He's a great guy and a great singer, but it's like young girls. For young girls, that guy's unbelievably famous, but he's been famous since he was a little kid. I'm like, when people hear about him going crazy, right? Amazing.
That's no longer a good example. Like, we all, you know, that's not a good example. Please leave the Beavernator alone. But I do get the reference, you know?
When people hear about him going insane, I'm like, of course he's going insane. You have no idea what it would be like to be him and to be 17 years old. And girls literally trying to break into his house and throw pussy at him.
Or maybe Diddy. So, you know, this is 5 years ago. That's why he's saying that. So just in case, shout out Rogan. I don't want to make you look bad, Joe. My bad. You know, it's 5 years ago. So, you know, that's why he brought that up.
Coming down chimneys. They're flying in on
Yeah, it sounds like the diddler.
parachutes. They're doing anything they can. They just want to be around him. And 17 years old. And girls literally trying to break into his house and throw pussy at him. They're coming down chimneys. They're flying in on parachutes. They're doing anything they can. They just want to be around him. And you want him to be normal?
Oh, man, poor guy. Poor guy. Welcome back, welcome back.
Jason, yes. Tyson and
Shout out to Eddie Griffin.
I ain't gonna call that a fight. I'm gonna call it what it was. It was a nice action scene. And Jake Paul, I ain't gonna call that a fight. I'm gonna call it what it was. It was a nice action scene. There you go.
It was a free paycheck. One that was well deserved from an old man putting on a performance, you know? Getting all of his older fans and some of his younger fans and, you know, some of the people around the world that want to see these men go one more good time. They love him so much, they don't even care if it's wrestling, you know? Because he represents them. For him just to get up and do the training, and then we watch the training, we're like, holy fucking shit, this guy still got it. Motherfucking Iron Mike, baby. He ain't, you know, we real boxers watch boxers, so we understand you never go back to being what you were. But you still got that one more. Every boxer, every boxing fan knows that. Everybody wants to relive their glory. You know? Like Rocky and Apollo. When their feud was over, they settled the score. In the ring. When nobody was watching. You know how much fucking money they could have made off that fight? Huh? And guess who won? Yeah. Apollo. Secretly, we're always the one. Off record. You know? But it's always there. Somebody always seen it. Somebody always admits it. You know, like Rocky did. Anyway. It was good to, I mean, first couple of minutes of me watching the first round, and then like second round, I was like, yeah, this is, nah, I'm good. Not my OG. No. Not my OG, not you, Tyson. And then I said, nah, he got that. He got to go out there one more time and put a performance on, you know what I'm saying? Pass the torch to some little, I wish there was somebody that, you know? But fuck it, man. That kid gave him $20 million. You know? And like Eddie said, Eddie Griffin, I think. Why ain't nobody step up and give him like $40 million, $30 million and be like, yo, don't take the dive, really go out there and don't soil the rest of your shit, bro. Like, you Mike, man, don't go out there and we know it's fake if you lose, nigga. You Mike fucking Tyson. Like, if you had a back injury or something, we get it. Legs, we get it. But he was bobbing and weaving, almost like old Mike, bro. Like, once you start seeing that nigga moving, you like, oh God, he doesn't even need all the knockout power. He just needs to hit you a couple times, and it's over. You know, that was for all the old heads. You know, the niggas I be talking shit on all the time. Fuck you, old niggas. That was their thunder, stripped in front of all these fucking jabroni little kids. And they're gonna get to like this generation gets to fucking talk shit against Mike Tyson like they would stand a chance against him. Do you understand that? That shit don't sit right with me, man.
GMB, we up.
That shit don't sit right with me at
Call
all.
me in Bible. vision going in, soul pressure going hard, like going to heaven. Y'all trying to slay God or blowing the L in jail. Y'all playing cards like just another game. So I play hard. I treat beef like MJ in the fourth quarter. Dama on his first slaughter. I cross borders, I boss daughters, I toss orders, nigga. I ride beats. This is for my niggas that stay hard and die streets. I'm not Big L, Tupac, or Big Smalls pack. 2 blocks next to cock and big balls. Suck dick, you fuck face. Don't worry about your girl's puss. I'm in head of the game. I only fuck face. You slobbing on the mouth. Now you know how thugs taste. You don't gotta be a scroll in the world to know how nuts taste. Man, fuck a gun. I went with crowbars. No retreat, no surrender. That's how you go hard. Say you fuck your best bitch while your best bitch eat your next bitch. All 3 in a Lexus. My neck sick. The necklace is reckless. You love it or hate it, little nigga. But it's leaving respected. The text bit perfected. Directed. Direction. The
Whole different fucking era, bro. You know? And to see it be soiled like that is just... it's not good, you know? Man put in a lot of work, you know? So here's to you, Mike. GMB salute for taking care of your family, you know. I understand. I'd take a dive too. All the niggas you got rich, like I said in the other video, man, ain't nobody hook you up and say, man, nah, just go out there and fight that boy. Don't knock him out or nothing, but, you know, don't break his jaw, break his ribs up, but don't lose. If I was rich, I'd have paid you not to even go in the fight. I'm like, yo, don't even get in there. Just cancel. And if they make you, you know, they make you go in there, well, let them know. Like, I got paid to not beat him up. I didn't get paid not to show up. I'm just not showing up because I'm having flashbacks. I think I might go iron Mike Tyson on this guy. That would have been a sight to see, you know? That would have been a sight to see. But, you know, I guess people need inspiration. And they'll fake it any way they can. You know, you need your morale. What better morale than watching one of us lose? Especially one of our greats. To an amateur new guy. You know? Gives them something to believe in. The Rocky story. You know? You're part of history now. The real life Apollo. Like, isn't it ironic? You know? Isn't it? I think it's quite amusing. You know? I said they would mock everything the Lord does. You know? The Lord said, all those that disrespect him, no matter how far you go up, no matter how much you make them love you, I'm gonna make them hate you. I'm gonna make you a mortal man again. You'll no longer be the great conqueror that you are. And that's fucked up. You know what I mean? But hey, it's my daddy. He knows what he's doing. Daddy knows best. And like Mike said, he ain't to be worshipped. I'm sure there's a couple of atheists and non-believers that probably actually, you know, worship the guy. You got kids out here worshiping Jedi's for crying out loud. And they'll call me crazy for believing in the book. You believe in a book somebody wrote up? And I'm like, yo, bro, you believe in Star Wars? Some guy you know. You lived in the same lifetime, and he's a fucking movie producer for crying out loud. Yes, but we made up our own shit. There ain't no new shit, nigga. You're just renaming my father. He don't like that. But you know, my father said things like this would happen. You know? So, who am I to stand in the way? You know? Who am I? I'm glad to see Mayweather go to bed. At least you still doing your thing, you know? I was watching that you went to Tokyo or some shit like that. They disrespected the shit out you. Yeah, niggas throw roses on the floor in front of them. But I get it, those real gangsters, you know what I mean? That's why Mayweather was like, shit, I would do the same thing. You don't fuck around with them dudes, Yakuzas, and you over there, you won't come back. But you know, I'm proud of you. Once again, you prove you're the smartest boxer in the game. You know? Still doing your own thing. Under yourself, under your own management. Taking fights you want. You know? Most people will call you crazy. Like, why the fuck he has so much money? Why does he keep? Because he's a fighter. What else is he gonna do? You think Gladiator's retired? The retirement plan was losing in the ring in front of everyone. And your life be taken because, you know, you don't want to live the rest of your life fucking taking dives. But they pay heavily for that now. So I understand. You know? It's not the Gladiator days. They pay a lot better. They allow you better spoils and women. Give you land and shit. You know what I mean? I get it. Salute to you, man. At least you won't actually have to get in the ring, fucking, you know, and get your head knocked off. At least they ain't making go out that way, you know? I've seen a lot of older men get back in that ring. It don't always end too well, you know? Remember what you did to that guy that disrespected Ali? Remember? Remember when he was old? And he was the champ? And you was young Iron Mike. And you beat the living trash out of that man. At least you didn't go out like him, right? You avenged Ali. Most people don't even fucking know that about you. It's a shame. But they'll say they love you. Don't even know that you're avenging people in the beginning of your career. People that disrespected all those years ago. Taking advantage of old men. I think that's what it was, right? Didn't he fight old Ali or some shit like that? And he was, you know what I mean, going too crazy. So then you went too crazy. You know? I like the way you went out. He can go crazy. He ain't gonna do nothing. And you got $20 million for it. A lot of men don't go out that way. You know what I mean? A lot of greats. A lot of greats. They still shucking and jiving for money now. You know? They gotta work and shit. It's pathetic. Without these men, you know, the entertainment world wouldn't have been so entertaining all these years. All these people wouldn't have gravitated. And these men can't get care packs and retirement plans to never work again? That's what you're telling me? Oh yeah, I forgot. That's for your grandchildren's grandchildren's grandchildren. I forgot. You know, you're big thinkers. You know, they sign the contracts. I get it. It's not fair, though, and my father doesn't like that. Anyway, before I get myself in trouble, all love, all praise to the Most High. Love you, Mike.